Robot check. Testing testicles, testing 1, 2. Good Monday evening. Hope everyone's doing alright. Hope everyone's ready for some Satisfactory. We're out here expanding our... We played a little bit this morning. And we brought sulfur over to this spot, and now the coal is being turned into compacted coal, and a little bit over to the side into gunpowder, or something like that. Now I'm down here trying to figure out how I want to do this. We need to use 120 per minute. Yeah, using 5. How many of these did I set up just now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we're almost using the amount of one of those deals. But also I feel like we're getting a lot less fucking steel for it. So to ensure we're maximizing one of those at least. 22, 23, 24. So that's using 120 iron per minute. So it's one of those smelters. Or one of those miners, which are not overclocked, which are Mark IIs already. So is that one. That's going to give us 24 times 10, that's 240. 240 iron, or steel ingots per minute. 240, I need to remember that. To remember that, we come over here. Alright. 240 steel per minute. That's using 120 coal and or 120 iron per minute. And how much of our compacted coal? 2.5 times, so 24 times 5. That was our 120. 24 times 2.5, we're only using 60 of the 125 we're creating. So that's 60 compacted coal per minute, which we're making 125 of. So that leaves us with a 65 surplus. Okay. Still got 65 to work with. So do we need this? I don't think we need this tied in together. We might could do something else with this iron ore. To do something besides iron? 120 iron per minute. We may be able to do something with it. Okay, first things first. We have to split all this off. Oh, that has to get compacted coal also. Left enough room in here. row, or those 2 rows, right? That's those 2 rows. Now we need to do this one. I'm gonna be inconsistent here and send this into the second slot that way. Actually, if we... how can we do this compact as possible? Yeah, I mean, bringing it this way and then splitting it off this way is probably as compact as we can get it. It's gonna be a lot of splitters. Alright, this shit's only using 5 per minute. It's all here. There we go. Here we go. What did it just do? Okay, it did what I wanted it to do. I figured it did something fucking stupid as usual. It does something stupid if you look at the wrong hole. That's what she said. Alright, now to connect them though, I think I'll eventually have this memorized. Yeah, these do 120 per minute. To connect them, we use Mark IIs. I'm going to squeeze elevators. This is going to get questionable at best. Well, these are all I want to use. I'm not even using both of them. I want to turn one of them. Do I want to turn one of them? I can turn this 120 into steel pipes. I mean, steel pipes plus the concrete that I'm running up here could be turned into beams. This one would be the easiest one to get up there, probably. So, that being said, we will go into this one. You spin me right round, baby, right round. That's gonna be too close. That maybe. Come on. Do something decent here. Don't give me that bullshit. This one? Probably not. It's too close. It's all too close. With that. You annoying twat. It may be best to come out of this one. then I can, I mean, come out of this one and go up. Oof, just clear it. Then I can go up. And that's probably what we'll do. If that's the case, and we'll come out of this one and split off into these two. Probably need to take care of the weird one first. What are you doing? Besides being a goob. You're turned off. Man. Now I need compacted coal with all these, which is again kind of a tier 1. That is all hooked up, right? Did I hook the middle belts up over here? Looks like it. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and let that conveyor. Now I will hook that up to power and let the conveyor go ahead and preload it. There you go. Alright. Compacted coal from over there. Can I do... This is where it's going to get a little bit trickier. I can't fit a splitter in there, and I really don't want to put splitters on top of every single one of these. I can't think of an alternative, though. How's that going to look? Is that even going to fit? That's not even going to fit up there. No. Jammed all this shit into the top. As usual. Trying to fit as much in here as possible. Could just expand it down. Thing out further. What's our solution? What's our solution? There's no way to go up and down except with a lift. Go from this side that side that way. I'll put a splitter. Am I really about to fucking tear all this down again? Solution. I don't see a solution. I just put the shit in here too fucking tight. I didn't take into account the fucking lift head. Can I go? Fuck off, bot. Up there and do 2 splitters. problems call for real world solutions. I gotta remember where the fuck I put that. That's one of the most aggravating parts. That looks even. Need a fiduciary. Got all this big open world to build into, and I choose to do it as compact as possible. Why? Cause I'm a glutton for punishment. Not looking even? That one doesn't to me. I guess it is. Okay. This looks like a fucking monstrosity. Wow, this looks like a monstrosity. We'll ban this bot. See ya. This is like I will not be able to troubleshoot if we have a problem. Solution, make it where there's not a problem. I don't know if I'm able to do that. Split into that. Kind of fucks up anything I want to go vertical with, though. That's for damn sure. I hope no one ever sees this besides me. Where the fuck did that? Oh. How did I have that face? Fuck, I had it facing that way. What idiot decided to do this? I had to quit trying to build shit as compact as possible. That's my fucking problem. Oh shit. Oh, this shit is like a level higher than that. Is it or is it not? That's unnecessary now. Like all of that is unnecessary now. Not necessarily all of it, but some of it. Concentrating. Why, I don't know. All it takes is clicking, but that's just how I roll. Alright, where'd we go before we scrolled? If I got all of those on the same level the first try, I did not. I started fucking up right there, didn't I? Verizon, quit sending me damn notifications. Ah! I think the easiest thing to do. Should we just... I don't want too many crisscross applesauce, so let's keep it simple, stupid, and... Where did I put the input on that? Fuck. I don't have an output on this side to link into this one. And I need one. What are you talking about, red? Conveyor belt too steep. Are you sure about that? We gotta bring that over here. Once we make sure that this can handle going up into here. That is. Quit being big dumb. Quit being big dumb. I swear, straight mode is such a blessing and a fucking curse at times. It is nowhere near too steep. Okay, maybe it is. All right, so y'all accept power. Don't see your. Oh, there it is. It's on the other side. The other side. I know I don't have to do this, I just like to do a little bit more daisy chain. Hey! Quit. Quit it. Oh, it goes through the hole. Boo. Probably need to get the compacted coal. Start logging in before we power it all up. So we need to get compacted coal out of this and into there. We can bring this back in. We're not using anywhere near as much as we were before in terms of coal. spin me right round, baby, right round. When you go down, you go down, down. That's 2.5 times. Yeah, that 120 should handle that just fine. Just let it do a little preloading, make sure all, yeah, so we're making 240 ingots. While that's preloading, let's look at what we were using up here. And in turn making. We're only really got, what, all this is concrete? Yeah. We were making beams using 2 different recipes. Per minute, 15 per minute, 60. Yeah, this is much more cost effective. How much steel are we making? We're making 240? No, 10 times 20, yeah, 240. So we're making 240. Making 240. We could run 2 of these and make it 90. $20, $30. Wow, what a hodgepodge up here we got. Skadoosh. Skadoosh. What's up, cat? We could also, trying to think of the best way to do this. So we need to use 240 per minute, and that seems like it's 2 foundries. We need to make 160 concrete per minute, though, and that would be 90 beams per minute. 160 concrete. That does not translate directly over, though. 120. But we can also... $300. Holy shit. Six of those. 6 of those. 15 times 6. 90. What's down here? one that's not even tapped into and one that's not maxed out. We're gonna have to upgrade all these bells. What's Mark 3? Yeah, because if we dump another 600 on it. Yeah, that's 120. So 600. These can handle what we're doing, I think. Without... No, only 270. These have to be Mark 4s. I don't really have the encased beams for that. That's what I'm trying to handle right now. I don't remember how many beams per minute we're using at this base. It's going to turn this into iron pipes. Got pretty much like all hodgepodge shit out of this. To get 160 concrete per minute. I need to run 10 of these. There needs to be a better fucking concrete recipe. Wet concrete. In a refinery. Rubber concrete. And an assembler. Six per minute, 4 per minute. Use the excess concrete to make some more beams. I need encased beams bad. This goes straight to ingots, to concrete, to steel pipe. $50 per minute. That's pretty damn good. That's not a lot of concrete either. Might be better than going, I don't know. What was the math on that? 10 of these. Good God, with the goddamn people who need to be banned on Twitch today. Fuck off. Jeebus. How am I fitting 10 of these up here? How am I bringing that up here? I almost want to just bring the fucking concrete up here and not the limestone. Well, I haven't even handled outputs on this. Oh well. We'll worry about that in a minute. Ten of these. course you fitting high up here. I guess technically this doesn't have to come right here. So 10 of these needs 450. So I really don't have to overclock that other one down there that hard. Still gotta get the fucking limestone up here though. That's a pain in the ass because that fucking belt's right there. Did you connect to the fucking belt thing? What's all this shit going into? Steel beam? Steel pipe? We don't need all these stations here. Just need one steel tractor. What are you? Coal. Alright, so we need to load. What did we decide? It was 45 times 10, which is 450. So we need to get 150 up here. So let's set this thing down here as a target goal of 150. That's just for beams. Let's work out the ratios when we get everything up here. Wow, this is just absolutely going to get the fucking way. Let me guess. Too sharp, too sharp. Knew that was gonna happen. This is why I hate conveyoring shit from across the fucking map. I'd rather make it down there and bring it up here with a fucking truck. Oh, this shit's stupid. No sense in you running my fuel up right now. Oh, which reminds me, I haven't been to the base and purged all that shit. Let's take a break from this. My brain hurts. I gotta come back up here because this is our steel beam production, so. Oh yeah, Doggo found us a nuke. One of the doggos found us a nuke. throwing that out there. Computers that went into the thing. Yeah, this is why we put computers as a priority over here, that we don't fucking shit can them. $50, yeah, we're not there yet. 41, we're getting close on these. We're actually gonna run out of fucking steel beams and steel pipes. We don't get this fuck. Oh, we're gonna do something about that too. Ooh, look at them numbers up there. 12 more of those things, and what is that? 82 more of the other one. I have not looked at this in a minute, so I bet this fucking fuel tank over here is full. I gotta get the steel production back up. Good drop off. I was gonna say use this to make explosives, but I've got that fucking automated now, so. Pops suck. Beams we're okay on right now. What was that coming over here? Check the overflow. Yeah, I need to go up top and drop off some shit. I mean, overflow's empty. I may kill this sink over here. Oh, it's gonna get... It needs to sink things. Go up top right quick and drop off this, all this fucking wood shit we got from clearing all the land out this morning. Oh yeah, we hooked that up to a thing. Hooked that up to a thing yesterday. Keep our inventory full of it. We also hooked the other one up. Hey, we got 66 AK speed. It's the start. We gotta iron out some of this other stuff, and I think it's by not making stuff all exclusively in one base. Just get it down to 300 for a minute. There, there. 'Cause I don't even know if there's really a better way to do this. That seemed like it. How am I getting this fucking concrete up here? Well, that's default mode. That's fairly straight. $300. 100% is going to be on a Mark IV belt. That's the best you could do on straight mode. When you run this shit all cattywampus, the answer is yes. What are you doing? What's going on, Rex? You doing alright this afternoon? I'm trying to expand my steel production. I highly doubt I have enough of these beams to do so. Well, we're going to try to. trying to expand our steel production. I don't know how well that's going to work, but we're going to try it. Oh, good morning, good evening. Yeah, it is a little early in the morning or late, depending on how you want to view it. I should just do that real quick. No, it only really needs to be, you're only using 45 per minute. So we'll try to save build where we can save build. Beams. Let's see if we have enough to do this. There's 21. I'm struggling for encased beams, so I've been working on getting that expanded. I mean, is it really using the need? So we're pulling yeah, it's been a struggle. So I found some of those alternate recipes that I haven't tapped into. So I set up a thing over there for making compacted coal. And now I'm using a compacted coal over here to make steel. I don't know at a higher rate or not, but a more efficient rate. Why is that not a Mark II? So now I'm trying to maximize that. Whoa! Yeah, I'm hoping this helps solve it. I needed to go take inventory of how many steel beams I was actually using in the base before I tore all this down, but I'm the master of making a poor decision and suffering the consequences later. I'm not even using this freaking iron vein now. This one vein is feeding 24 of those foundries. Power. I guess we have power right here. That's fine right there. You know, we're getting closer. If you look up top, we're getting closer to having the next tier unlocked. I've just been letting that thing craft while I've been working on side projects. I need to be getting on turbo fuel and auto wire. And I don't know. I guess I'm going to stick a pole right here right now. I can sort the rest of it out later. Nuclear water problem. Those sounds like I'm dealing with first world problems right now, so I'll Wish you the best on your endeavors there. So we only need this at 150. We don't need that or that in there. So 150 plus 300, that's the exact amount we're using. And that belt will handle 150. At least with the troubleshooting, there's always something to do. Got concrete up top. I thought we did. Why aren't you getting limestone? I bet I put the thing on wrong here. Put money on it. I put it on there wrong. There we are. Alright, now you... Alright, we're making enough to run 2 of these. Two 120 is exactly 240. That's exactly how much we're making. And we're making enough concrete to do it. So 2 of these. Let's give ourselves some room for outputs and inputs. Because I got, oh shoot, I got to bring... Alright, what does the outputs of these look like? I am going to cram this in here just in case I run out of room up here. Leave that one's in the wrong spot. Are 15 per 80 and 80's 160. Gonna have to use Mark 3s here. Step him out of the machine. Is that straight mode or not straight mode? That was straight mode. I made a mess downstairs, Rex. This is going to be fun to try to get the steel up here. I made a giant mess downstairs. Making these machines way too close together. 5. Merge. I need to be, but not for this. So I'm kind of winging this. Oh, no, no, no. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm stupid. I am trying to get stuff out of here. I got to get the outputs from the front of these, the front of these, and the front of these into one thing. I most definitely need to be using blueprints. But alas, I am not, because I am not planned ahead enough for that. I started making some blueprints. I've got a few blueprints. I think none of these line up. So this is going to be a freaking wreck. This is going to be a disaster. That can go into there, that can go into there. But then if I line this one up, that one won't have somewhere to go. Oh, this is going to be a disaster. Well, I made my bed, I'm going to sleep in it. I did not think about outputs when I did that. So we're going to be 10, 30, 40, 50, 60. All of these can be tier 1s. This is out of the machine can be tier 1. It's in the center where I'm going to have to figure out the math. Whoops. Well, that worked. Wow, this is a mess. This is a freaking mess. I already hate it. Alright, so 10, 20, this can be tier 1. 10, 20, 30, 40. This can be tier 1. No, I have never played Factorio. 10, 20, 30, 40. 5, 6. This can still be tier 1. Now I gotta go Mark 2. One, 2, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20. And then from here forward, though, it has to be a higher one. 30. Maybe on the list I'm going to have to try it. As much as I've enjoyed this game, it might be worth it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, we won't exceed tier 1 over here, or mark 1 over here. Could overclock all these. And then this belt setup would be too few. Alright, so this is where everybody can come together. Is there anything right above me? Of course there is. So if all these come out right here, need 2 of these. You say it's beginner friendly. I'm ready to pull my hair out and I'm bald. Nah, this game is mint. This game is great. I love this game. Good game. Strong game. Put those right there. If I ever get bored of this, I've got to, I've still got a Rim World playthrough I gotta finish up. I left on a cliffhanger. I don't know how much, it's probably gonna be one of those things where 80 per minute. I don't know when I'm going to get bored of this game. Yeah. I need to get 120 into each one of these. But I'm going to feed it with 240. I'm just going to go ahead and do it here. Alright, so I can bring steel up. Like right here. What does that look like? Does that give me room for a merger and a lift? A merger, yes. A lift, questionable. It's going to be close, isn't it? What am I using right here? Mark 1. Why in the hell am I doing? Oh, because this is only 50. 50 to here. Oh, so yeah, that can go in there. Oh. Let's not get into the finer details of what just happened right there. Now this is going to have to be Mark 3 to a Mark 3 lift. Damn, you think I planned that? Look at that. That's beautiful. Alright, this needs to be 45.90 per minute. Alright, now we're also at a point that we need to add another power pole in. Add it on top of this. Why won't you let me place it on top of it? You usually do. Oh, that's why. Five steel beams per minute. How many are we actually using at the base? That's going to determine how many of those we branch off and potentially make into a cased beams. Like I said, I'm going to do that at the base, so it doesn't matter. Let's get the steel beams back to going. That's just steel beams, actually, never mind. That's still steel beams. I think I might be making some... Yeah, we'll leave it beam for now. All of that for 90 beams. You are garbage. You are garbage. You're full? Is an aluminium one of those in-game things? Into this truck station. How many beams are we using? They used for Mark V built, so I knew it was gonna come into play soon, potentially. Where would we be using beams in the base? It would be over here. $30. Are you using them anywhere else? I don't think we're using them anywhere else. What was that being used for? Versatile frame. So we're using 30 beams per minute. That's it. Let me double check and see if there's anything in here that yeah, we are literally using it for just that. Okay, well I can make more concrete over here and make more encased beams over here. Because we have concrete all around here. So we'll just bring them back and then we'll use them. Making 90, we have a surplus of 60. We need pops. We need pops. Using 30, we're making 45. Using 30, we're making 45. How much does that throw my math off? Surplus of 50 concrete over here. I mean, it's only midnight over there, so you've got all day to finish it, right? Right? I'm using a ton of pop space. I don't know why I added this pole here. We're making 240 steel per minute. We're now using 120, 220. The 20 steel per minute we're not using. Per minute, 60 per minute. Can't be using either one of those. Maybe we just scale that down a little bit. Yeah, maybe we just scale one of them down a bit. Making 240 and we're using 220. So let's cut one of those down. 10 per minute. I can almost cut 2 of these off. Almost easier just to cut 2 of them off. Just don't leave it alone. Maybe it'll sit there and idle. So. But now we're also, we can probably scale back this. Getting the first few steps is progress. We're making 15 times, we're usually making 150. I think there was 10 of these. 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 times 15. You're making 135. 30, 60, 80. Now we're making an excess of what, 10? No, we're making an excess of 5, that's fine. that's pretty well evened out. And I'm not going to use 2 tractors for this. I'm going to load this all into 1 tractor. That way we make the most of our trips. So I am going to change that back to still product loading station. We are 145. Out of the machine that fast, but I've already got this place. So, alright, we need to go into this truck. Right there, I believe it is. Yeah, that's input. That on top of anything? Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? That on top of anything? No, it is not. Oh, no. Oh, it is. Goes against my religion to do that. Oh, got to do an MLG belt grab right there. Yeah, we're not doing anything with that right now. Do you have to constantly feed them, or do you just make one and it's a one and done thing? Oh, 5 a minute. Toasty. Four. And that would put out 120 iron per minute. One of these for 25 more pipe per minute. Stop making rods base. Don't need more screws. Pipes, I seem to be running low on now. Factory gives me 70,000 megawatts. Needs about 30. Sounds like it is. Sounds like it certainly is. Why you gotta go stupid on straight move, huh? Deep concentration here. Splitter, not a merger, dumbass. There we go. Had a moment there. That. I'm loving seeing all those iron pipes. We are needing pipes at the base. Or steel pipes. Let's see here. I set out to make this more organized, and I think I successfully made it a bigger cluster than it originally was. I'm fairly certain I did. Do bad things happen if you don't have enough water? Like in real life? Are you about to have a Chernobyl incident? Oh, they just don't run. Okay. Oh, maybe, oh shit, what did I do here? Okay, I didn't realize I did that. $30, $60. $30, $60 can go tier 1 here, mark 1. Then we gotta go mark 2. What are you on about here with this? Oh. There we go. Mark 1. I was supposed to be a Mark 2 belt. We should be getting plenty of pops back to the base now, and the steel beams. Now we need to get concrete in the base and make encased beams. But first, I have to use the restroom. I'll be back. All right. There's the restroom. All right, we need to find the steel pipe tractor, which is luckily this one right here, and get him to quit using fuel. Hey, slow down. Oh shit, he ran me over. He was hauling ass up that freaking road there. Hey, how are you going so fast? Let me drive this thing. You're not even getting anything over here. All right, we literally have nothing going in here. Disable. pick you back to the base. Woo! Hell, this thing's faster and more fun than the damn dune buggy is. Holy crap. One of these is a steel pipe unloading, or maybe it was a steel product unloading. Yeah, steel product. Yeah, this is an unutilized one. Alright, look at that. We're starting to get more steel pipes maybe than we're using. Until we start using them for more encased beams. So what is the recipe for $18 per minute? We only have a surplus of 15 per minute, I think it was. We're using steel beams, and we might be using some beams over here too. I better make sure of that before I think I have a surplus of 15 per minute. That would be the more intelligent way to approach this. I thought we may be using beams over here somewhere. Pipe. We should start getting more pipe now for these. We're making enough frames. We're making enough pipe now. This should start doing its 2 per minute straight up now, which should finally allow this. Oh no, we got to do automated wire, and that's why it's over here on the to-do list. Okay, auto wire is still on the to-do list. Now we don't have enough motors. Interesting. What is going on with motors? How many do you use? You use 2 per minute. And you're the only thing using motors right now. You use 2 per minute. We should be making more than that, unless we're still short on rotors because we're out of pipes. I'm sorry, I got a phone notification there. You should be getting your beams now. It's the only place we're using them. 30 per minute, we're making 45. We should be picking up rotor production now. Once we start getting the pipes over here to the base. Uh-oh. Biomatter is backed up. Oh well. I mean, we have started pumping pipes out. We may not be supplying this with enough iron now. Yeah, we're using 100, 2, 3, 30, 360. We're not using any of this right now. This is rods. We might turn one of these back on. Let's turn one rod back on so we have some being made. We pretty much did away with rods in most of the recipes. 2, 3, 60, 360, 375. 387, 390, 400. We're using 400 iron per minute. Hello, Basilisk. How are you doing, sir? Hope you're having a wonderful night or evening or morning, whichever one it is. Shard. So we're using, what did we say, roughly 300? No, we're using, oh shit, lost my math. We finally got all the conveyors up and running in the base. It's all running nicely. 1, 2, 3, 60. We're using 400 iron per minute. We're making 1, 2, 3, 60. So we need to bump one of these up. 360. Nuclear pasta, you say? Yeah, it took a, so there's a trick I learned when I was troubleshooting this that is very important. Well, two things. One, anything that is of high quantity, wires and screws, cannot go on this belt right here. The main supply belt that runs through the base. So they need to be on their separate belt. The second thing is, when you are sticking a splitter onto a belt, you need to go into deconstruct mode and make sure that belt actually ends and has a junction in between there and doesn't go straight through the splitter, because then it don't freaking work. At least consistently. So between those two things, they pretty much got it up and running. I still have you still have to have a sink somewhere to catch the excess stuff. But so far we've been monitoring our overflow over here, and it's been staying empty. So, seems to be working. Yeah, to get them to go on there, though, I kind of needed to be able to put them on there like this. And if you do that, the key thing there is, yeah, make sure that those have that clear break in the middle of the belt. So that was a good learning thing. It's something that I can apply later on now. But yeah, I mean, most of the belt is moving right along, input and output. So output belt here is moving along. It still sinks some stuff from time to time. And then the input belt, it's not moving at 100 miles an hour, but it's moving enough to keep all the machines fed. Now what we're trying to do is catch up with production on the stuff that I wasn't making enough of, which turns out that was encased beams and pipes. We did not have enough of that in the base to keep up with all of this. And automatic wire, which we're down to. Our to-do list on the right hand side is auto wire and turbo fuel, and seeing how many more engines we have. All right, we got 55 more engines, so we're getting closer. We have all of the adaptive control units. I went out to the power generation out there and put up another 10 of the, oh, we built the alien thingy up there. That's kind of cool. And we went and added 10 more power gens to cap out our oil node. And what else happened since last time you were in here besides me pulling my hair out to get this working? We switched a Caterium wire node over there to pure Caterium using a refinery. We added some encased beam production over there. We just redid the steel production, and we set up compacted coal. Compacted coal and gunpowder, I think it is, way over there near a sulfur vein. Yeah, that's about where we're at. We're almost done. Bam, we need 27 more engines. Oh, we probably need to go flush this again. I eventually will do something with this fuel and quit just dumping it. But until a time comes where I have everything else back up and running, we're just going to keep dumping it so that it keeps making plastic. Oh, and I started making blueprints, which I think was a great idea. I turned this platform into my own little manual machine platform. But I was also making some blueprints in here to make just very specific things, like this. This is basically put iron ingot in, get smart plating out. Yeah, these two make reinforced plates, and then they go into this because I needed smart plating. So I was like, I can go plop this down somewhere. Just literally feed it iron ingots right here, and it poops out 2 smart plates. And I was going to do that for each one of the little things for the elevator parts and stuff, but I got sidetracked. Oh, hey Rex, you're over on YouTube now. I don't know if I'd say 100% efficiency, but it was a concept I think I'm gonna tinker with later. Right now we got to get this iron production back up, so we're needing 100 more iron over here, which means I need understandable. We need 100 120 times 3 is 360. We're using 400 iron right now. I only need 40 more. I mean, what does it look like at 200? For future proofing this. 200, 600, 600 about there. There's 20 of these smelters. Can I fit 20 in here? I certainly can. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. I need 20 total, so I only need 6, 7, 8. This many more? How about that? Yeah. We're gonna call that old happy days. I'm gonna leave it, can be able to continue expanding it. That beam is there for structural support, so we have to be mindful if we take that down, everything falls. I need to make a freaking 4x blueprint. That blueprint I may make though, sure. 4x smelters, I might already have one. Just without the... I got 8x smelters. What does that look like? Oh, I could have just slapped that down. No, because it's facing the opposite direction. Okay. Let's see here. We got power to here. Oh, we gotta use freaking encased beams. We're pumping some iron down through here. I mean, we're up to 77, so our surplus is working. Why is this... Why are these using Mark 4s? They're literally only getting 30. There's some more encased beams back. Cool. These are using Mark 4s. I'm gonna get some more encased beams back. We're encased beam poor right now. We can be just throwing shit around like that. Now the other side of that is we're really gonna be overloading these belts. But we're so close to more belts potentially, so. Uh-oh. I can't have that. How did I do that? How in the world did I do that? What are you angry about right here? I have no clue how I did that. I want all these damn encased beams back. I did not realize how much I needed them when I was doing all this. And I was like, oh, I'm not using these anywhere. These must only be used for Mark IV belts. I can just use them freely. Oh, how I was wrong. Encased beams have been my biggest pain point besides this conveyor belt system since I've been in this phase. Oh, you bitch. Oh yeah, I guess I could. I can also downgrade them that way too, can't I? I know I can do it to upgrade, but I didn't even think about doing it to downgrade. That is a good point there. Never said I did things efficiently. No, good reminder. I'm special, so I just forgot all about that. Alright, so now we're using, Lord, I forget, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 times 2, got 20 times 30. Could be that we can get 600 iron per minute. If I turn all of these 200 per minute, I might need to upgrade the belts coming out of them. What does Smart 3 handle? Oh, good. Turn these all to 200 per minute. Oh, apparently I didn't even do. Alright, so there's 2, 4, 6 being processed into 6. That gives us a 200 iron surplus. We may be able to turn some other things back on. As a 200 iron surplus, we can actually convert 2 more of these over in the pipes, because pipes are keeping us from making rotors. But we can't keep up with that with the belts also right now. So I have to bear that in mind, that belts are still a thing. And also make sure I'm not... No, we still have a pretty good buffer there. Still got a pretty good amount. So are we getting rotors now? I see pipes backing up. Pipes backing up is a damn good thing. We were falling short on reinforced plates and everything because we didn't have enough. Probably still gonna have to wait for it all to backlog a little bit. This is a waste of freaking encased beams also. 5 per minute, and I'm running tier 4 belts all up here. No wonder I ran out of damn encased beams so damn quick. I see rotors pooping out. That's a good thing. Thank you for the reminder, Rex. That was a much quicker upgrade, or downgrade. This probably will never see. What all are we outputting? We're outputting like 5, 10, 5. That center belt probably don't even need to be a damn tier 4. We're still, I need to calculate how many pops we're using. 15, 30, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 105. That system is standalone, so it doesn't need to count. So we're using 105 pots over here. Is anything over here use steel pipes? $40. 145. If we turn this back on, it'll be 185. $185 pop per minute is what we're using right now. We're not even making encased beams right now. Over here. 185. We are creating. Let's do this before I forget that. We're creating. This is all turned off. These first two are plates. 25, 50, 75. We're making 75 pop per minute in the base. How much are we making over at the steel factory? That I am completely embarrassed of, by the way, but we're going to go look at it. It is fugly, even though I set out to make it pretty. Alright, Rex, appreciate you hanging out. Hope you get your nuclear water situation handled and get some rest. Let's see. So we're making. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I see. You survived water automaking. I see over there in Twitch chat. Well, congrats on getting that fixed. And like I said, I hope you have a good night, and I appreciate you hanging out. $25, $50, $125 over here. Yeah, I'm making 200, so we should have a surplus of 15 pop per minute right now. Alright, so we have a surplus of steel beams by 15 and a surplus of pops by 15. And that should catch up with production over there, and that should theoretically make everything over here just steady Eddie produce, except I think cables are still a problem and encased beams. Though with the one machine running, we're making enough encased beams with a small surplus. With a small surplus. No one likes the crazy dog. When it's time to go outside, it's time to go outside. No compromise. Alright, so we got the pop situation taken care of. We have enough pops. Now what we could do, since we are still struggling for encased beams. Hold on. No, that's not quite enough. I got excited. I thought we were done with this phase. We're going to be done tonight, this stream. I'm even going to stream longer than I normally do by just a little bit so we can get it done. 18, yeah, that's going to put us 5 shy, 7 shy, 7 or 5. Math is hard. Nine more engines. Let's flush our fuel again. I'm sure it's about full, yep. Keep everything going. I should just plop down another generator, but I don't want to get used to having that extra energy and then tearing it down. So to help solve the encased beam situation, how much more capacity do we have on these? We're already overloading the belt, so jumping up the capacity on that's not going to help. How high can it go? 300. 300. I mean, a solution would be that I could do the one of these into one row of these maxes it out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times 30, 300. Now that belt is not maxed out. And then we could do the same thing over here. Whoa, I just hit a hard lag spike right there. Too much shit moving around in the base, probably. So if we went 300 here, that maxes this row out. And this one's not even doing anything now. That could have been autosave, yep, potentially. That leaves me with the full 300 of this. That is 3. If I do 3 out of this, that's 3 more machines creating steel beams. That's 75 additional beams. Now that being said, that's supplying enough up there right now. I think with a surplus of 200 iron. If we math that right, we're using 400 iron, we're producing 600 iron, unless I turn something else on. I don't remember if I turned something else on. I guess if that conveyor backlogs, we'll know. I really don't feel like going up there and mathing that again. How much concrete can I get out of this thing? Oh, this is a shitty node. $150. 150 limestone. What's in here? Oh Lord, there's a lot of concrete in there. I made a poop bucket. $150. How much does the assembler use? Alright, so 150. This uses 45, right? 45. That does not math out. What multiple of 150? What's a multiple of 145? Where I could just run 3 of these. So we do 135 per minute. That's 3 of these, which is 45 per minute. This needs stators and cables, okay. 18 per minute, 36 concrete. Two of these. Two of these would require two more things to make steel pipes. We just don't have the conveyor belts for that right now. And I also have to get this crap over there and set up even more logistics on that. We're not hurting for it right now, so we're going to scrap that project. What we do need to do, though, is potentially set up where's pipes at? I want to see if we're starting to backlog a little bit. Oh yes, that's beautiful. I love to see it. I love to see it. Ah! Now we can start backlogging stators and rotors a little bit. We are not. There's stators or rotors. Let's go to the blueprint thing. I want to look at something. Alright, so if we want an output over here of automated wire, that's going to take stators and cables. And we need 5 stators per minute. 3 per minute. So you only need one of these, but we need 24. Oh, why are you production rated down? I was wondering why that math wasn't making no sense. Which makes me wonder about this freaking blueprint. Oh crap. Did I set something, or was I working on something afterwards? What? Oh, I don't have enough cable. I didn't have enough cable in my inventory. I really need to set up a dimensional deep some more. I need to go get more Mercer spears. So there's exploration is in the future, because we had some Mercer spears. We could set up some more of what we did on the other side to keep the dimensional thing full. Oh Lord, I built an elevator for a reason. I'm wondering if I set this blueprint up dumb. Where's my mouse at? There it is. 2 per minute uses 2 and 2. What's going on? Are we going to do this again? We did this yesterday. Are you the same person that did this yesterday? I'm doing well. How are you? So we need 2 rotors. We need 2 rotors. Okay, yeah, we set the, I'm gonna air quotes optimize that. Say we optimize that to just spit out 2. 41 iron in, 2 smart plates out. Alright, take all. Load blueprint. Load my Mark II blank stack. I need to rename this. So if we want to make, the last thing we want is automated wiring. 2.5, we need 2.5 stators and 50 cables. Alright, for stators, means we need 20 and 7.5. 20 and 7.5. I guess we don't need this. Alright, so 20. What else do you need? You need cable, okay. That's right, I set all the machines and I clicked to put them up there. I'll start with one thing at a time. We need cable, 50 per minute. So cable, I think this just makes 30. Wait, how much per minute? 50. So I need 1. So we either overclock. How many does that get us? 45. We either overclock or we build more. We either overclock or we build more. Where's my overclockers? Which means I need 100 wire per minute. That's a lot. I would need 5 of these. I need 5 of these set at 20 per minute. What was the other ingredient? We need 7.5 steel pipe per minute. We'll keep tinkering with that later. We're making enough cable in the base right now to set up the second auto wire thing. We can flip it around this way. I don't really want to do that. Oh, that's auto wires over here. We're making enough stuff. Alright. Let's go see if, yes, I'm reading chat. Let's go see if we got those last 9 engines. Tally says, oh, come on. we're seeing this phase through today. It's been 5 streams since we've made any phase progress. Come on, engine. With the graphics on those wires. Give me an engine. That's normal? That them to look like doo-doo like that? I mean, I'm not saying I have the greatest computer in the world. This is just a, I think it's got a 5060 Ti or something in it. I need to do some calculations. And see how much wire we're using. I need to go back and see how much of the base products we're using versus how much we're crafting. Come on, give me the engine. I'm gonna run all the way over there and see what's at, and it's gonna poop in there. Is that it? No, it's not. Alright, let's run all the way over there. Glutton for punishment. Should use the elevator. I got ladders. While we're waiting on the elevator, let's look one more time. Nope. No engine. We need another motor. I'm impatient. Oh, I should have done that earlier. Impatient. I want to see more of that get built. Yeah, we're gonna suspense. I don't think I can yoink it out quick enough. Probably gonna chase it all the way over there anyways. Yep, I could not yoink it out quick enough. Try to grab it on the conveyor belt. Where's my engine? Should go around the other side. I'll miss it regardless. No, it should be going around that way and then coming around this way. If I didn't just miss it. Engine. Oh, I see it. Gimme. Ah. Let's end the stream on a good note. And then see what's in store for us up there next. We gotta go explore and get some more hard drives. You ready, Basilisk? It's time. It took forever. Seal it. Tell me about it, Ada.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 3 project part shipment is finally ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 3 will be completed and the main body will be constructed. You should know how this works by now. You'll get access to Tiers 7 and 8 in the
Hover
hub.
pack?
In fact, perhaps you should
Aerial
just go look at the
transportation?
technologies there yourself.
Aluminum.
It's all laid out so that even a monkey could understand it, so you should have no issues. Speaking of which, I don't think you need a reminder about project parts. Instead, I will be providing some interesting facts. Did you know the average pioneer succeeds at saving the day? Did you know the average pioneer knows how to optimize pipe throughput? Did you know the average pioneer stays late at work because they care about humanity? Anyway, I thought you might want to know more about your peers. Good luck in Phase 4.
Thanks for the comparison. 3, 2, 1. Well, send it. We got an achievement. Phase 3. Oh, 500, 500, 250, 100. I don't like that up there. Send it. Build it.
Phase 3 of Project Assembly completed. Fixit's predictions indicate pioneers should generally reach this point faster with above-average results, but we should all adjust our expectations according to the situation.
Rude.
It is understandable. The pressure and complexity will only increase from here, so be sure to take on Phase 4 with efficiency and competence.
Yes, I'm not even going to try to do Phase 4 all in one base. That's just... I have learned my lesson and pulled the last bit of my hair out. Trick question, or trick statement there, because I'm actually bald. Oh, Phase 4 complete. All right. Let's go look at the thingy in the middle. Feel like I'm about to get into the aluminum headache. Bathroom break. I don't know what you do in the toilet. Wash my hands. Nope, can't do it. Oh, you can't interact with that stuff? Alright, let's actually look at it and see what's in store. Well, it said aluminum in the presentation that it was going to be a thing. Alright, Tier 7. Bauxite. Yes. We don't have all that stuff stored up anymore, so we can't just throw it in here. Ooh, inventory slots. Man, I miss when I had freaking containers full of this stuff. Mark 5 conveyor belts. Yeah. 780. Aluminum. 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 Oh, a hazmat suit. So I can go near the poo-poo. Control. I actually do have, when we did exploring the other day, I think we have some. We have 342 and 739. So how far does that get us? We could get a hover pack. We could get both of those. What is all of this noise? blender. So priority should be the hover pack. What does it take for fuel? Am I going to be, oh, power consumption, 100 megawatts. How does it charge? Huh. Interesting. Tier 8, what is this? Use your power grid. Stay in range of a power pole, though. Okay. Aeronautical. Ooh, drones. Oh, we gotta make shit to get that. Nuclear power. Don't even want to even think about that right now. Oh, no. That was part of the thing up there, though. Advanced aluminum production. This is intimidating. Oh, mine are Mark III, though. Particle enrichment. There's that nuclear pasta you said you were playing with. I think I'm pretty far from this page. We could do this one. I really need some of this stuff to quit going out of the storage, though. Like, I need to start backlogging again. But I need the stuff going out of here to be crafted. Which means I need to upscale production. Which I really don't want to do at this base. I bet there's a bunch of computers over here. Yeah, see. I need to upgrade this to, I need to upgrade this to the programmable one. So that some of the shit that I don't want to be sunk quits getting sunketage. Let's put a bigger storage container here, maybe 2 of them. So that I know that rotors and all this stuff that we're no longer backlogging doesn't get sunk. And then let's do this to one of those programmable ones. Oh, I can't just outright upgrade it. Okay. That's lame. Do I really have to cram all this? Oh yeah, because of that conveyor belt right there. Damn it, did I just do that again? Programmable splitter, here we go. That's probably a simpler way to do this. What if we do cable, Wish you could multi-select. Hey, I said search. I don't think there's plastic on this line, but I'm going to add it anyways because there is rubber. The stuff we're making in super excess over here is fine. All the other stuff is stuff I don't want to get sunk. Alright, so all of that. And then on this one, we go any undefined. And then we'll put that into another splitter between these two. I may need to move those. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Shouldn't be getting anything more. No, why are you getting rubber? I said any undefined. These are defined. Only allow... maybe I don't need to do this. Into the center. And you can send all of this shit away. This is only for stuff that's not got a home. Now we are producing a shit out of wire now. I can amp up some of the other stuff we're struggling with. I really need this looped back into storage. It looks like it's working. Because I'm wondering how much of the stuff we actually use that we've been sinking just because, well, it made it over here at the exact point that it backed up and turned into overflow. Do is I could take this and put it back on that top conveyor belt. It's not used yet. That way it goes back into storage. That way we make sure we're not sinking it. can't think of anything else that's on this belt that could get spooked down there that we care about. Or don't care about. That way it could get eat up. That should be the majority of it. Yeah. All that seems to be staying full. But the fact that we would have sunk all of those computers right there if I didn't have this catch it bin is kind of scary. Alright, well, appreciate everyone hanging out. We got done with phase 3 today. Finally. So now we get the challenge of phase 4. Yeah, appreciate everyone hanging out. Hope you got some entertainment out of it. We're going to call it a night and get ready to go to work tomorrow. We ran over 30 minutes. So, I'll catch you later, Basilisk. Appreciate you all, and as usual, we'll catch you guys next time.